Hey, it's Craig with Prolec here, and today I want to try and address a question that we're frequently asked by customers in the store, and that is, what is the best lightweight jacket? And our answer is usually it depends, because it depends on who you are, what you're going to be using the jacket for, and what's important to you. But I think a case could be built that the Montane Further Faster Neo jacket is arguably one of the best lightweight jackets out there. And I can't point to a single reason that it's one of the best jackets out there. Really, it's the sum of all the little things that Montane has done with this jacket, and just the attention to detail that they put into every single piece of this jacket and the decisions in terms of what they've done with the jacket. Let's start with the fabric. This is a 3-layer construction. It's using Polartec NeoShell, which is the lightest waterproof breathable membrane that we have in the store. And people frequently are comparing it to Event or Gore-Tex. It's the most breathable out of those. It's so good for real high exertion activities like mountaineering, going uphill when you're skiing, etc. And we haven't had any problems with NeoShell in terms of delamming. In the early days of Event, we had some of the Event products delaminating. Zero problems with NeoShell on that front. It's bonded to a 50 denier surface fabric, so it's going to be very, very durable. I should point out that this jacket comes in at 14 ounces or 405 grams and sells for $390. So, you can buy jackets for less than $100, but they're not going to have near the features that this one does. For instance, they're using a full-length YKK AquaGuard Vislon front zipper. It's going to be far better than the standard polyurethane coated zippers that you find in most jackets. I want to talk about these zippers as well. These are YKK matte AquaGuard zippers, and they are both bonded and sewn. And if you look back to a video I did earlier where I was exploring bonded or welded seam construction, you may recall I pointed out that a bonded seam is really, really strong, but it doesn't have as strong of shear strength. So the best seam you could do is both a bonded and a sewn seam, and that's what they've done in numerous areas on this jacket. It's expensive, but I think they were really setting the bar high when they made a decision to do that. I want to talk about the seams on this. Anytime you seam tape something, you're reducing the breathability. So where that seam is, see if I can get this on camera, it's not going to be as breathable as just where the standard breathable fabric is. So they've got a 13 millimeter micro tape seams, and that's just to increase the breathability of the jacket. Underneath those seams, they've got a 3 millimeter seam allowance. That's to minimize weight and just to keep a real clean jacket. It binds less wherever there are seams. Stitch count is 12 to 13 stitch count versus an industry standard of 8. You'll see a lower density stitch count on less expensive jackets. By using a higher stitch count, you're going to get a cleaner construction as well as a much stronger and tighter seam. Let's see here. Let's talk about seams real quick. I want all of you to start asking yourself when you're looking at jackets, why is there a seam there? And you have to ask yourself, was that seam put in place there for functional reasons, like they're trying to articulate an arm, or they're doing it for construction reasons, or to maximize fabric utilization out of the roll of fabric they're building this out of, or was it done for aesthetic reasons? You're seeing some jackets out there that are doing kind of an asymmetric seam with a color block, and that's purely for aesthetic reasons. So I appreciate when jackets like this, only use a seam when a seam is necessary. Let's talk about the cut of the jacket. I am wearing a size medium. So in terms of European brands usually run smaller than American brands in terms of sizing, but this one, runs larger than some of the comparable European brands. Really long sleeves, and they are articulated, like a lot of the good European climbing brands. Great overhead motion. A really good hood on this with lots of adjustability. It is helmet compatible. It has the copper wire in the brim, so you can shape it. Other details, the cord locks. Just take a look at the cord locks on this jacket. how they've done them, where they're at, etc. Really, really high quality throughout. Zipper garages, anytime there's a zipper to increase the weather resistance and reduce the likelihood that water can leak in through there. This has the rollover top of the zipper for a beard guard, and you've got a bonded, what is this, fine microfleece here, just so when it's next to your face it doesn't hurt, or doesn't irritate you. So it's all those little features and just the quality of the construction that I think really make the Montane Further Faster Neo jacket stand out. If you have any questions on this jacket or any other jackets, give us a call at 406-582-0508 or send us an email to info@prolightgear.com. Thanks for watching.